Here I am on the run now.
Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are ready to bust some butt today. We are getting so much done. I am starting right away in the morning, but as a lot of you guys know, that is very normal for me. I get up before everybody else in my house, and I like to start getting the house in order pretty much right away. I won't say right away. I do sit down and relax for at least a little bit. But I like getting as much done in the morning before the kids get up and Bobby get up as possible, just because I feel like that is when I am the most motivated to get everything done. And you guys know me, I hate cleaning at night. Like after dinner, I don't want to clean up. So there's usually dishes to get done, toys to get picked up, and all the things. So we are starting off there, but we have so much more than that going on in today's video. I got some deep cleaning projects that's been on my to-do list to get done, and so much more. Plus, I am bringing back some products that I used to use all the time, and I'm super excited to be using it again because I've been getting a lot of questions lately, especially with, which by the way, watching this video back, my stomach has definitely popped because I was telling Bobby today, I'm like, okay, looking at this footage, my belly looks huge at this point. But with all that being said, I get a lot of questions about trying to use products that are less chemicals and healthier for you and stuff like that. So in today's video, I am only going to be using products from the wellness store and sharing them with you.
And all the king's men, they will try to find me, but they never will. They wonder and wonder how you ever stand of all the king's horses and all the king's men.
So, well, dumping those coffee grounds, I totally messed up and it ended up getting all over the place. So, on top of everything I wanted to get done today, cleaning out that drawer also got added to my to-do list because, yeah, you can't see when it's sped up, but I literally was just like, oh my goodness. Like, okay, well, we will handle that later when because those grounds were still a little wet from making coffee. So I wanted to let them dry. That way I knew I could wipe them up and vacuum them up and all the things. But obviously we had a bunch of dishes. I had washed some of the pans the night before, but didn't put them away. And then other stuff was just loaded up. I'm using this Diamond Bright dishwasher pod. This actually worked really well. So I have used stuff from the wellness store now for, let's see, Bjorn's gonna be 9. So I wanna say 8 years. I actually got introduced to them right when Bjorn was about 1 year old. They sell cleaning supplies, but they also sell vitamins and beauty stuff. So I actually had a friend that had introduced me to this company way back when because of a specific lotion that she used for her kids who had severe eczema. And Bjorn at that time, his eczema was so bad and I was just going insane trying to find something to help my baby with this skin stuff that wasn't a steroid cream like the doctors was recommending. And that is how I got introduced to this company and I really fell in love with them. Actually, if you have been following me since the beginning, you've seen me use their products since day one here on YouTube. So I was super excited and it was a no-brainer when they reached out to partner with me on today's video because, of course, already love your products. That's like an easy peasy no-brainer.
I bet you'll come around, but don't get me wrong. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. I feel it in my bones like you'll come along now. Baby, you coming through. Do what you gotta do. Take it to the big sea.
So one of the things that I find really, really cool about the wellness store is just like I found out about them. So literally they are the largest wellness store in North America with zero advertising. All of their like promotion is all word of mouth, which I feel like says a lot about a company and a lot about how well the products actually work, is that it is all word of mouth. Actually, most of my family has used the wellness store as well, just for the pure fact of they saw how well the lotion worked for Bjorn, and then other products that I slowly started adding into our daily routine from them. And then, like everything else, I would tell my mom or my sisters, and it would just go on from there. All their products are made in America, which is awesome. And the company was actually founded nearly 40 years ago. And what's actually amazing about that is in those 40 years of business, no insurance or liabilities claims have been made, which that is like completely unheard of. And then also with Freya still being so young, but also having another kid on the way, I know this is often something that parents think about all the time, but they're formulated from natural ingredients. So no harmful ingredients or chemicals, and it makes it that there's no childproof caps needed. It's just a lot safer, healthier household and personal care products that you can have in your house and not have to worry about. There's a special link in the video description where you can claim $100 in shopping credit when you fill in the form and start shopping. When you fill in that form, you're going to get a text and email from someone on the wellness store's team with information about shopping, and they will be able to answer any questions and help you get started. The store has over 500 everyday products, so having someone to guide you is very, very helpful. And like I said, you're going to see me using a ton of their products in today's video, which is great because you get to see how everything works. Plus, on top of that, it'll give you some great ideas to take with you when you start shopping.
I don't know what else that I could do. Tried it
So I am using the multi-surface cleaner here between this glass top and the counters. Always gets so full of gunk. I actually have to pull out the stove one of these days and give it a real good deep clean behind it. I just didn't feel like doing that today, so I just took the cleaner and then a butter knife and paper towel to get in there. And then I actually found this little tool a while back. It's supposed to be used in your car to clean windows, just to give you that like extra reach. I use it all the time though on my backsplash, especially now with getting more and more pregnant. The belly gets in the way of everything, so getting that little bit of extra reach makes it a lot easier to get it clean. I have been noticing when I'm cleaning, because I'm not that tall. I am fairly short, so reaching stuff is already hard, but then when you have the tummy in the way, I'll like try and stand on my tippy toes and set my stomach literally on the counter or table so that I can reach stuff right now, which is, it looks absolutely ridiculous, but I'm sure a lot of you guys understand. I am just at that point. You're actually going to see me using a lot of helpful little tools in today's cleaning just to make my life a little bit easier.
Maybe I could change for you one day, but I've been trying every way I can. Long before this love of yours began, I give you all the love I can make, girl. Everything I have you can take, girl. But I'll never be more than I was born to.
So I did recently have questions. So if you follow us on our family vlog channel, you would have seen that we actually ended up giving our quail to a family friend. We were considering giving them away for a while now just because we absolutely love our ducks. Like, the quail are awesome, but they weren't as like pet friendly. They're friendly, but they don't have like the personalities like our ducks do, and we absolutely love our ducks. And mom and dad have quail also. So between mom and dad and Bobby and I, we were getting so many eggs, like it was ridiculous. So we weren't like actively looking, but my mom had gotten a call from someone she knew asking if she was willing to incubate eggs because they were looking to get into quail, but they didn't want to deal with babies. Like, they just wanted full-grown quail. So it actually worked out perfectly because it was someone we knew. I told my parents, I'm like, I'll get rid of them, but I wanted to, like, I didn't want to just get rid of them. Like, I wanted to make sure they were going to somewhere good. I've spent a lot of time raising these birds literally from eggs. So I'm very invested in them, wanted to make sure everything went well. And it literally worked out perfectly because it wasn't more than a month or so after I started talking about it that this guy reached out talking to my mom, and she's like, well, my daughter is actually looking to rehome some of her birds, but she just wants to make sure that they're going somewhere safe and well taken care of. So it worked out so well. Like I said, if you follow us on our family vlog channel, you actually would have seen he's been sending us videos. He let us know that we can bring the kids over to see the birds, all the things, which I love. Like, literally was perfect because as much as I'm like, oh, I really want to invest the time into our ducks, we love our ducks, it was also like kind of bittersweet because our quail we also raised from babies, eggs, and it meant a lot to us. But that is where we're at right now. We have the ducks, not the quail. But since mom and dad have quail, we still get the benefit of the quail eggs. And that's actually why we got into them, was the nutrition and health benefits of quail. So it works out really, really well. But you see, I am cleaning the walls. So I have slowly been going through the entire house, wanting to get it like deep cleaned. Walls are one area that it's so important to keep them clean. They hold on to so much smell and dust and things that you don't even think about. But you guys know me. I like to break up the deep cleaning. So you're not going to see me clean the walls of the entire house in one day. So lately I've been just like picking one room a week or 2 rooms a week that I want to like go through and really get done. So I am using their heavy duty cleaner, which is great for in the kitchen because of the grease and everything, or cleaning floors. It just works so well. And it's literally like 2 capfuls for an entire like bucket of water. It works and will last forever. So that is what I'm doing here. I'm just going around wiping everything down using my O-Cedar mop. I have a couple different mops, you guys know, but when it comes to cleaning walls, I go for the O-Cedar just because I feel like it really gets into all the crevices. I can get the baseboards, everything really well. And then I decided that I was also going to just go in and do the cabinets right away also, because I might as well. I had the bucket with the cleaner out anyway, and white cabinets with little kids, they're beautiful. But actually, I shouldn't say that. We had dark cabinets in our last house, and they showed everything also. I think it just shows in a different way, where with white cabinets, like any color, like Cheeto fingers shows up really well on the white. But I think I noticed when we had dark cabinets, like the actual greasy fingerprints showed up more. So this is a constant project anyway. But whenever I can use the mop or my wall cleaner on the cabinets, I'm going to do this just because it makes it a lot easier. And I'm trying to listen to you guys. You guys yell at me all the time for getting on ladders. I'll probably still do it every once in a while. But if I can avoid getting on a ladder while pregnant, I'm getting better at it. I'm listening to you guys. I always get comments from you guys when I'm on a ladder, but sometimes you just can't help it. To get stuff done, you got to get on a ladder.
While shepherd kept there watching over silent flocks by night, behold, throughout the heavens there shone a holy light. The shepherds feared and trembled when lo.
So the island is the main area that it's a little bit more difficult to do with the mop because of the placement of the handles and everything. So that's when you saw me going in with the rag just to get around those handles a little bit better, especially since the island's usually the worst of the cabinets, like all the way around. Like every side of it is always dirty. The nice thing is my upper cabinets, like I clean those once or twice a month. Like I don't have to do them regularly. The lowers have to be done all the time just because they are at hand like height. But by this time, Bobby was up, some of the kids were up, so I wanted to move into the bedroom. I don't start in the bedroom, but once again, it's because I'm always the first one up, and it's usually by a couple hours that I'm the first one up. So I like to get around the house done. I also really like to get as much done out there as possible because then I will run the robot vacuum when I move on to the next area. I absolutely love having robot vacuums and things in my life to make it a little bit easier. Great thing about technology nowadays is there's so many ways if you're really struggling to maintain a clean house that can be very helpful. And I realize a lot of these things are investments, and I always tell you guys, you don't need any of them. We've got around with just a basic broom and mop for years. But if you can save up for them or ask for them for holidays, gift cards, things like that, I always highly recommend it. You guys know me. I don't love cleaning, but I also mentally need to be in a clean space. If my house is a disaster, like it's really hard to pull myself out of that state because I can get really overwhelmed and anxiety and everything. So having little things to just make life a little bit easier, like the wet dry vacs and the robot vacuums and things like that, are huge. I also find that clutter makes a massive difference when you're dealing with mess, because if I can quickly tidy up, say I don't have any time to actually clean, and I believe there's a huge difference between cleaning and tidying. On a daily basis, you're going to see me tidy. I don't clean every single day other than like basic cleaning tasks. But tidying to me is like the most important stuff, because if there is clutter, especially on my floor, I've noticed that if I go into like my kids' rooms who don't care about clutter on their floor and there's clutter all over their floor, like that is what's going to give me the most anxiety, is that. And I actually just learned the other day that there's actually a reason behind that, and it's a fear thing, that when you see things on the floor, it naturally like instincts fear, and that is what's going to cause the most like overwhelm and anxiety when it comes to messing your house. Found that really interesting because definitely very true for me.
Woke up at the break of dawn, empty hotel room. Just had to get up, get dressed, get out.
This lint roller trick has become my new obsession. I have used it in so many areas around my house recently. Since trying it a couple of videos back on the light shades and seeing how well they worked, I've been like, oh, wonder where else I can use it. And I have been using it all over. If you have a house like mine with a lot of people, a lot of animals, you know, like I have air purifiers and we constantly change the air filter in our furnace and stuff. But you just naturally end up with dust and dander and hair from kids, yourself, animals, all the things. So that little trick to help with the sticky areas that especially dog hair can cling on is huge. I also love going around and using this isn't a Swiffer. I actually mentioned this a while back that I found a cheaper version on Amazon in a bigger pack, and I got those and they work just as well. But going around with a dry duster before using any products, that is going to be huge. And you can do that all over the house. Like you're going to see me doing that here in the bedroom where I try and dust before going in and spraying any of my cleaning products. But if you deal with like the hair buildup around your toilets, like I definitely do, dusting your bathroom before starting any of your cleaning is going to be the biggest difference. And it literally takes like 2 seconds. Literally go around, dust the lights, the mirror, the countertops, shelves, and around your toilet. Literally the bottom and everything, all of it, and then go in and clean. Promise that is a game changer. If you don't do that already, you definitely need to start trying.
I know for sure the grass ain't greener on the other side. Stars are glowing in the dark, they're leading me to you. Back home, back home. Got a long way left, but I'm gonna make it there tonight. Got my songs on the stereo.
So this multi-purpose spray from the wellness store, I have used 1,000,001 times. So I knew this is a product that I really, really love. However, one product I had not used, which is kind of the fun thing about partnering up with companies, is they sent me a box. I had no idea what I was getting. And a lot of it was great. The renewal lotion, that stuff I knew I love. It's the first thing I've ever ordered from them was that lotion. And then their multi-purpose cleaner, their degreaser, their heavy duty cleaner. And then they also have like a deodorizer stain remover that you'll see later. Those I already knew I loved. I've used them, already knew they were products that work absolutely phenomenal. What I had not tried was their window cleaner before. I've always used pretty much the same window cleaner, so a product I've never tried. I was flabbergasted by how well it works. I would say it works just as well as my regular cleaner did. But because of the bottle it comes in, it's so much cheaper in the long run. So I was really excited to be able to try that out and actually see how well it worked.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I've been all around the world. Every city, every place. Always been a restless girl. But now there's a window change. I've never ever felt this way. Longing for you, pick up the phone. Catching a flight, I'm coming home. Back to the place I've always known. Home, home. Seeing you soon, I gotta run. We're gonna have a lot of fun and spending this summer alone. I'm coming home.
And then into the bathroom. So we don't deal with a ton of like clutter in the bathroom. I often have just like my basic stuff out. So from brushing my teeth and lotion, washing my face, stuff like that. But I've gotten into a pretty good routine about not having like an overabundance of clutter. Plus, you guys know me, I am not a very high maintenance girl. So I love doing my makeup when I'm going out or for a special occasion. But on a daily basis, like I'm in a ponytail with a tinted moisturizer. That is about what you're going to see. But I wanted to go in and actually like deep clean. So I am cleaning all the towels, doing like a really good reset on them to get them nice and bright and white. And then I'm going to go around and, like I said before, dust everything. Makes a huge difference. So you're going to see me dusting the vanity, the light fixtures, all of it to give everything a really good cleaning. I had just did a good deep cleaning on the shower not too long ago. So luckily I didn't have to work in there. And often I will split it up. Like if I'm doing all of the stuff outside of the shower, I will usually save the shower for a whole nother day, because doing it all, though can get done, it is exhausting. Like deep cleaning a bathroom, like truly getting in there and getting it deep cleaned, can be exhausting. So I wasn't going to worry about the shower on this day. I was mainly worrying about light fixtures, vanity, shelves around the toilet, the floor, all of those things first. Oh, and the door to our little like linen closet in the bathroom. It has those slatted stuff, and I've been forgetting for weeks to clean them, and I finally remembered on this day to get them really, really clean.
On my way to a weekend rumble, I forgot to check where the party was at. Roaming around without any trouble, I began to ask everybody I met, singing, oh.
So I know I have mentioned this a lot, but I still get questions almost every single video when I clean the bathroom about the faucets in our bathrooms. So I bought all of the hardware pretty much for the house from Amazon. It's been 2 years since pretty much all of these fixtures have been put in, and so happy with them. They have so many different design options, a lot cheaper, and just features you don't see in the store. I love it. Also, if you have fake plants and they are just getting super dusty, like this little bush, there's no way I'm going to clean it one leaf at a time. Some of my fake plants I will, because they're bigger, but I usually just put them under the sink and rinse them and just give them a good like shake off and everything to get them clean, and it works really, really well. So it is definitely important to keep the fake plants, especially like I do not have a green thumb. I wish I did, but you guys are always like, oh, is there anything you can't do? Yeah, I cannot keep plants alive. I like plants that are very good at taking care of themselves and outside of my house, because I swear every time I bring in a living plant into our house, I do good for a good couple of weeks, and then they just die on me for absolutely no reason. Like I try do the like light that they like, the water that they like, and it just is not my thing. But if you're going to have fake plants, you want to make sure to keep them dusted, because that is the biggest way to make them look real bad, is if they are really, really dirty. The other thing I always get questions about is the hardware on our bathroom vanity. And unfortunately, I can't link it because I actually made the hardware. I just bought the wooden knobs and then crocheted the handles. So yeah, and I honestly don't remember. I didn't have a pattern. I just kind of tried a couple things and went with whatever I thought looked the best. But I often get questions about that, and I always feel bad because I'm like, oh shoot, like I don't even remember how I did it. I know I crocheted it. And I was like on Pinterest and YouTube and all over the place just looking at what other people had done, because this type of hardware I could have ordered on like Etsy or anywhere like that, but it was ridiculously priced, like absolutely insane. But but I loved the look of it, so I ended up just making it myself. So if you're thinking about it, you can find similar stuff on Etsy, but otherwise, I just looked around, like I said, Pinterest and stuff. So if you are like artsy or know how to knit or crochet, I promise you can definitely figure out, make it yourself, and it's then going to be so much cheaper. Like literally, depending on how much hardware you have, could save you hundreds of dollars.
You say you wanna come over tonight. Yeah, you wanna make up and make it right. When everybody's looking for something else they can do, we try to make it.
And yes, this bifold door is the bane of my existence, but we were able to reuse these doors from somewhere else in our house when we were doing all the remodeling, and it just made sense for the money saving. Remodeling a house is not cheap, so we tried to save and be smart with our money as much as possible to make it stretch, but keeping these clean are one of the reasons I don't like it. You can just see all the dust. This was a brand new duster just from the little slats on here. I wanted to dust it first and then go in with the multi-purpose cleaner. You're also going to see here though, also when I start cleaning like around the baseboards and stuff in here, because by this door, because of the like bunch of little jut outs and corners and stuff, mopping and things like that don't get into those crevices as easily. So I like to literally just get down on my hands and knees with a rag and do it myself. But Bailey, our St. Bernard, loves sleeping in the bathroom. That's why this bathroom always has hair around the toilet. But the like actual door framing always gets so dirty, and I know it's just from him leaning up against it and his fur and everything. So you're going to see here in a second, yeah, you can see exactly where he lays. Luckily, it cleans up really easily, but I'm always like amazed by how dirty just his fur is. But because he's a St. Bernard, we don't bathe him on a regular basis. It's not good for his fur. It's not good for his skin or anything like that. So he gets a bath about twice a year, which is usually fine. It's not like he stinks or anything, but definitely needed to go in and wipe this door frame down really well.
Give you shelter through it all. You better believe it. I'm here if you need me, 'cause it's waiting there for you. I'm waiting there for you. One love.
Oh, and I think I forgot to point out before. So I did change the water in my bucket when I went from the kitchen into the bedroom. I completely, though, forgot to give a water dump, but I promise I give you one here in a little bit. I try to remember, and sometimes I like forget on cleaning days to even film stuff. Like today I remembered to show you me switching over the laundry, but often like I hear something go off and I just go and do it. You forget like, oh yeah, I'm filming. Maybe I should grab the camera. But very happy with the way these towels came out. I was just making sure I didn't miss anything in the washing machine before shutting it. The other little trick with your dryer, if you ever have an issue with, so I usually have the issue with bedding mainly, but sometimes towels, I like to actually set the timer on the dryer instead of letting it pick a setting, because most modern dryers nowadays have a like moisture sensor, and bigger things like duvets and comforters and towels, sometimes like the outside will be dry but the inside isn't, and then you end up taking stuff out and your bedding or your towels are still wet. So I like to do the timer. Here you can see just how dirty. This is just the floors in the bathroom and the bedroom. Definitely make sure if you are doing a bunch of cleaning to empty your mop water often. Otherwise, you're just going from dirt from one room to the next. I didn't worry about replacing it when going into the bathroom. But it probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to do it. But it's one of those things of, to me, my bathroom is kind of like a extension of my bedroom. So I often don't change it out. But I do try when I go from like one room of the house to the other. So when I was cleaning cabinets and walls and things like that, I wanted to make sure to dump it before moving on. Now, though, I'm moving into, okay, so one of you guys actually mentioned this the other day. I always call it the dog room, our sunroom. And one of you said Bailey's bedroom. And I'm like, that is like so accurate. This is Bailey's room because he loves this room during the day. But I haven't cleaned this rug in, I don't even know how long. Honestly, literally thinking right now, I can't tell you the last time I cleaned it. So I'm going out here giving it a really good cleaning. It was nasty. It's really easy to forget to clean this rug because it's a black outdoor rug. Like, it's got the rubber on it, which is great because the kids are coming in and out from the pool area, things like that. But it doesn't show like dirt because it is black. The water, when I was done, it was so bad. What you don't see me do here is, and I mention it often when I'm shampooing, I go in with the cleaning solution. My first pass is always really, really fast because I want to pretty much just get the solution on. They need to come out with a carpet shampooer that will lay the solution without suction. And just solution and scrub, and then you could like change it into suction. If it's already out there and I'm just crazy, let me know. But everyone I've ever owned, like, it lays the solution, you pull it back and it sucks it up right away, and then it doesn't give it time to like actually do its thing. So the first pass I always do really quick because I don't want it to, like, I put the stuff down, but then I yank it back quickly so that it hopefully doesn't suck up all the solution. And then I go back slower to absorb as much as possible. But what you don't often see is I then go in a second time with just water and do a rinse on it to try and get as much of the cleaning solution out as possible. But yeah, I've never seen the water that dark. I probably could have used to shampoo my carpet again with the solution, but it was just easier to go in with just water, rinse it out, and move on because I knew there was a bunch of other stuff I wanted to get done in this room. And by this time, like, the kitchen we got done, the bedroom, the bathroom, I was starting to wear out, and I could feel it. There were still some things on my to-do list. It still wasn't that late in the day, so I knew I wanted to get it done. But I was definitely getting to a point of very close to being just over it for the day.
Sing, sing, sing. You're a winner when you sing, sing, sing.
I've got a song, you hum along, and we have fun, fun, fun when we're moving to the beat. This kind of song makes you belong to something greater, something that makes you wanna sing. And it gets you in a dancing flow and moving.
My big goal on this day in this room, though, was tackling areas that I keep forgetting. And this window is one of them. I will clean the inside of this window often in the kitchen, but this side of it, I always forget, and it's kind of difficult to get at because of the counter and everything here. So there were specific areas, though, for sure, I knew I wanted to get that. I wanted to get this ledge. This ledge is always very dusty and dirty because Minnie and Bailey both love looking out this window into the backyard, at the kids, at the birds, at everything. And then also the ceiling fan. The ceiling fan in this room, it's been... it's probably been 2 months since I have cleaned it, which honestly, considering it wasn't too bad. But there were just like things that I'm like, okay, I need to get this done. Like, if I slack off on other stuff, fine. But these are certain things that I need to get done. My little trick whenever dealing with a ceiling fan, especially if it's really, really dirty, is get yourself a pillowcase. This pillowcase is actually what I specifically use to clean all my ceiling fans. Like literally this pillowcase doesn't go on pillows. It is my ceiling fan cleaning pillowcase. And it works so well. You're still going to get some dust that falls to the ground, but those like major chunks build up, you don't have to worry about. I will say though, after this, I took a break and turned on the robot vacuum in this room to clean up the like dust and stuff that has fallen because I was just tired at this point. Once again, I love using technology to make life a little bit easier when it comes to cleaning. I know things can get done without it, but if you have the ability to make your life easier and save yourself time and mental stability, it is so worth it. So, like I said, I didn't give myself too much of a break. Because I also know that if I sit down for too long, there's a highly likelihood that I won't get up again. So turn on the robot vacuum, gave myself 10 minutes, and you're actually going to see that it's still running when I went back to cleaning here. But I knew I wanted to get these sliding glass doors, the other sliding glass doors, and I wanted to mop this room. Those were like the main things that I wanted to get done for sure on this day when cleaning. I will say though, this was definitely the best test for this window cleaner because these doors get absolutely filthy in my house. Definitely a situation where I have to use the 2-cloth method, which is what I'm doing here. So this tool is actually a wall cleaner, but I love using it on glass doors and windows and things like that. So I would spray the product on and then use the pad to clean it. And then the blue cloth pretty much just to go in and give it a really good polish. But this just makes life so much easier. One, I think it makes it go a lot faster. But also, if you're short like I am, it actually is a lot easier to get all the different areas. And then I just wipe the blue or wrap the blue glass cleaning cloth around it, and I don't really scrub here. Like I said, this is literally just polishing, making sure I don't have any streaks or anything, because in certain areas I'm more likely to get streak itch. It doesn't matter how good the glass cleaner is. It's just one of those things of these rooms get really dirty. When you're dealing with dog slobber or dirt or greasy fingerprints or whatever, that stuff likes to spread around. So going in and giving it a really good scrub, but then going in with a polishing cloth makes all the difference in the world.
There's nobody else here waiting. Just tell me how to get through to you. 'Cause I just wanna get closer. Started out here, way beyond the tracks. The story of us and how we never look back. 'Cause this is our time.
I have to say at this point though, I was very relieved that I was coming to the end. I knew when it came to this room, once I got out here with the mop and bucket, I was pretty much done. So I just wanted to mop the floors really well. And then after this, it was pretty much just tidying up the mess that cleaning all day had made. Things you may not think about when doing a big cleaning day, and you definitely don't see on social media, is usually there's cleaning supplies left out that still have to be put away. I've been adding that in lately because I feel like it's something that is often forgot, at least for me. Like when I am cleaning, usually I have a drop zone that all my stuff goes to. That way I can just like grab it when I go room to room. And for me, it often is my dining room. So after I got done mopping, I needed to put all that away. I had the little step ladder out still from cleaning the ceiling fans. I knew I needed to take all the like little attachments and rags and things like that and put them in the washing machine to get them all cleaned. And then I was just going to do a quick wipe down of the table and the bar area. I figured I had the stuff out anyway. Might as well go through and get that done. But I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It got you motivated. Maybe you added something you've been putting off on your to-do list, because I'm really good at that. So I'm sure you guys are too. But if you're new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, don't forget about that special link to get your information about the wellness store. But I will see you guys next time. Bye.